How y'all doing? Welcome to Way Back Wednesday. And this week we'll be looking at my collection of Corgi toys, movie, and TV vehicles. The first one up on the turntable is from the TV series The Saint, starring Roger Moore. The TV series came out about 1962 or so, and Corgi produced this vehicle, this toy, in 1965. This is a Volvo P1800. It's a really sharp car. It's got jewel headlights. There's the little emblem, the Saint, see his halo. And there he is, Roger Moore, in all of his glory, future James Bond. P1800. It's got shaped wheels, rubber tires, 1 to 43rd scale. It's pretty cool. You can watch those episodes on YouTube, matter of fact. I've watched a few of them. All right, next up, we've got one of the most famous movie cars, the Aston Martin DB5, the James Bond car. Corgi introduced this one to the lineup in 1965. And you ask why it's painted gold. Well, I assume that is because it came from the movie Goldfinger. They stayed with the movie theme. It should have been painted silver, in my opinion. But anyway, it's a nice, cool car, DB5. Really sharp car. Whoops, there's the base. James Bond, Aston Martin DB5. This is an original one. It does have all the parts, but they are a little off. First, you got these little levers you can push. The first one you push, the machine guns come out the front. That's cool. And the second one, you push the dual exhaust there, and the shield comes up. Let's see if we can't get that to work. There it goes. His shield. And then, of course, there's the bad guy in the wrong side of the car over on the passenger side. James is in the 007. He's over there in the driver's side. And if you saw the movie, he hit the little button there. Let's see if it works. It works about half the time. Well, it's not going to do it this time. But anyway, you push that button and it flies up, and the little guy, there he goes. The bad guy, the ejector seat, throws him out. And see, he's holding a gun on him. That's pretty cool when those work right. It's got a spring in there. But one of the coolest cars right there. The DB5. All right, got another James Bond car, of course. You got the gold one, you got to have the silver one. Now, this one was made and put out a little bit later. I think about 1968. Yeah, 1968. Now, this is the way it should look. It's got the right colors, got the license plate. Let's see, the license plate. It revolves somehow. Anyway, there's the front, the machine guns. They do spin. I'm sure one of you guys can tell me this in the comments how you get. I know that it's got a little wheel on there, and the license plates change. And in the back, same as the other one, you push, the shield comes up. Now this one works. I restored this one, or I attempted to. A lot of little working parts in there, and then these come out from the tires. That's cool. There's the bottom. This is they called it the new Bond DB5. And then, of course, you got the top. It pops up. Well, the little guy was off down there. He's all cockeyed. Whoop, there he went. It works. But you can see that, the seat, you push that down. Well, he may not go down there unless he's in it. There it goes. You push that, and then, boom, there he goes. Let's get him back in there. That's a cool car. One of my favorites. One of my favorite movie series, James Bond. We've got another James Bond car. This time we've got a Ford Mustang Mach 1. Now this car was used in another James Bond movie, Diamonds Are Forever. That starred Sean Connery, just like the previous one. This is a Mustang Mach 1 with whiz wheels. I think he used this car to escape in a car chase. That's pretty cool. That's a cool car there, that Mach 1. Let's see, when did they issue that one? This one was issued in 1972. The front, the rear, Mach 1. Cool car. Next up, we got another James Bond movie, The Lotus to Sprite. This one starred Roger Moore, and this movie was from The Spy Who Loved Me. Now, I thought that was just coolest thing that was when I was a kid and went to the movies to see that. This one was put out in 1977. And this one's got some moving parts to it too. Now, this is an original one, so I'm not sure how well they will work. You put some missiles in here, and you're supposed to push this back, and you can hear it click, and they'll shoot 4 of them up out of there. That's pretty cool. But then the big thing is you push this button on the hood, and pop, everything comes out, and he can go underwater. That was so cool. That is a cool toy right there. Let's see if we can't get it. Push it back in, it all goes back together. It turns into a daily driver. That's cool. Well, I've got one more James Bond movie car, and this one came from the movie GoldenEye. Pierce Bronson was in this movie. This is a BMW Z3. This is a little later version. I think Corgi came out with this one in the late 90s, right around 2000 maybe. The movie came out, I believe, in 95 or so. And this one, you push down on the seats, on the headrest on the seats, and it shoots missiles out the front. See how that flops down? You can push either one of them. It shoots them out. I have the missiles laying around here somewhere. I think this is a Corgi Classic, maybe made in China, but it's still a cool car. It's got whiz wheels like on it. BMW Z3. Okay, the next movie is a childhood favorite of mine and a lot of people. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, starring Dick Van Dyke. Now, Corgi produced this one in 1968. That was a cool car. You remember that one? It flew around. That was pretty cool. Now this is all original, believe it or not. It's got everything, all the parts. It's pretty cool. That was a good movie. Made in Great Britain. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And this one, let's see. There's something that you push. I don't want to break it. That's my biggest fear. These wings come out. I thought. There's something. Oh, I know what it is, dummy. This. Boink. Hit that little brake lever there and they come out. Isn't that cool? $1968. You push the wings back in there. Let's get back over here and do it again. Well, I just did it, didn't I? There it goes. You have to push forward on it pretty good. All right. Next up, probably got next to the James Bond, you've got one of the coolest events happened in my life is when this TV show came on. I couldn't believe it. I had the lunchbox and everything. The Cape Crusader, the Batmobile. Now, this is the first version of the Batmobile that Corgi issued in 1966. Got Batman and Robin. It's got a few moving parts. There's the bottom. That's pretty cool. Got rubber tires there. When you roll it, the flame is supposed to come out the back. You see it? There it goes. See it go in and out. These are really tough. And then it shoots a missile. Let's see. I've got one in it. Let's see if I can get it to work. There it goes. It shot up out of my studio. Oh, I see it. Okay. I have to get that later. And then it's got a little button here you push, and the grinder comes out. That's pretty neat. And it clicks in. That is a really cool, iconic car right there. The Batmobile. All right. And like I say, they made a few versions. I have one more version of it. This one's got the whiz wheels on it, and it has a trailer hitch on the back. And it has all the same features as the other one. But this one came in a gift set. And it came with nothing other than the Bat boat. Let's get a look at that. Now this is the later version of the Bat boat because it's got chains. The first one had like stripes, I think, on it or whatever. This came out like in the mid-70s in a gift set with the whiz wheels. It's pretty cool. It's all plastic. Now I think that's even plastic, but that might be metal, the trailer. But it fits on there. And the Batmobile. Now, I never saw that episode where the Batmobile pulled the Batboat. I missed that one. But that's pretty cool. The windshields are the same. I think the Batboat came out in a movie that they did. They made a couple movies. All right, and then they came out with the Batcopter. That's a cool one. Not my thingy down here. This one, you hit that little red lever there, and it spins that. And then this one is original, but it's missing there's a little hook that should go under the bottom, and you can pull it out, and then you can retrieve it with this wheel. But I do not have that part on here. And let's see, I don't even know if where the markings are on this would be. But there's Batman in there. The Batcopter. They made a fortune off that TV show. It was only on TV like 2 seasons, maybe 3. Next up, got a little bit more Batman. Now we got the Bat Cycle. That's a cool one. Remember he had one, and Batgirl, she had a cycle too. The Bat Cycle. The Bat Bike is what they called it. This came out in 1978. Still putting out this stuff that many years later. That was even before the Batman movie series came out. But that's a cool one. The bike is die cast and he comes off. It's got some details on up on the front there. It's got a kickstand. Pretty cool. All right, let's move on to a series that was a spin-off from Batman. The Green Hornet. And there's the Black Beauty. Green Hornet was a spin-off. He was, I think he was a newspaper writer, maybe, something like that. And then he had his sidekick, Kato. You know, Kato was played by Bruce Lee, the martial arts movie star that actually had a son that was a movie star later in life. But that's a cool car. That's a Lincoln Continental. And this one has some features. In the front, you push the little lever. You can see it, the missile. It come out and it shoots. That's pretty cool. It's got machine guns on the front. There's what the missile looks like. We'll put him back in there. I tell you, when you go to restore these things, you wouldn't believe how many working parts are inside this. And in the back, when you hit it, it opens and it shoots off a little flying disc. And it flies out. And then, of course, you got a little lever on the bottom here. Let's look at the bottom. Black Beauty. Got the Green Hornet. And on the bottom, you can move him. And he will move back and forth. Shoot at the bad guys. That's a pretty cool one right there. Those were our superheroes when I was in elementary school. Batman and Robin and the Green Hornet. Next up, had another detective cop show. Kind of a spy movie TV series. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Now, Corgi issued this one. I find it in my list here. This one was issued in 1966. This is an Oldsmobile Super 88. They did issue a police car, I think, and a civilian car. Well, that's pretty cool. There's the bottom. It's got the thing on the bottom. Super 88. Uncle. This one, they come out. You can see them. You push that down. Look, they've got bullet holes in the windshield. They're shooting at the bad guys. That was a cool series. That was another early 60s, early to mid 60s TV series in the U.S. Little lights. That's cool. I don't know if they do something or not. I don't think so. Anyway, it's a nice one. All right, let's see. Next up, we got the world of music. But they had a cartoon on Saturday mornings. The Yellow Submarine, the Beatles. Now, Corgi issued this one in, I know it's here somewhere, 1969. The Beatles' Yellow Submarine. There's the bottom. And this, you push this down, and there's two of them pop up. You push the front down, there's the other two. It's got a little propeller on the back. And see, when you roll it, the periscopes turn around, spin around. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I would say that might be Ringo. Now that's Paul, because he was always clean shaven. And that's probably Ringo. And then John and George are there in the front. That's pretty cool. The British Invasion. I remember watching it on Ed Sullivan's show when it came on. All right, we got one more. One of my favorite shows. The Monkey Mobile. Isn't that cool? This was issued in 1968 also. Corgi must have did a whole bunch of them right about 1968 when most all of them came out. That was a great idea to do that. And this one's original too. You see the exhaust coming out the sides there. This is actually a Pontiac GTO. And there's the base. Monkey Mobile. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think about all these Corgi toys. Love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the videos. Say, hey, you remember this? Anyway, I'll see you next week with another Way Back Wednesday. Have a good one.